guys. We are back with another song by Eminem. And which one are we doing today?
Today we're doing Crazy in Love.
Okay, yeah, I know this song. I actually love this song. Yep. Sorry. I know like every word to it. I
Yeah.
used to listen to it a lot in high school. Like me and my friends love this song.
Yeah. So it's interesting. I've noted that this is not his top album. A lot of people hate on it, but so far, obviously, we're going through Encore now. We're going through his discography, but you've known more songs on this album than the previous two. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I guess because,
That's interesting. I guess it's because oh, they were more on the radio. And I was in that age where I was like listening to what was on the radio more and not just like Backstreet Boys and things like that.
yeah,
Like I think I was in middle school,
yeah,
maybe.
that makes sense.
Yeah, but I didn't really get to know the song until I was in high school.
Yeah.
And don't forget to like and subscribe. Follow us on all social media channels. Links in the description below. And our username is right there. There.
All right. Crazy in Love.
Mhm.
Can't you see what you do to me, baby? You make me crazy, you make me act like a maniac. I'm like a lunatic, you make me sick. You're truly the only one who can do this to me. You just make me get so crazy. I go schizo, I get so insane. I just go schizophrenic. 1 minute I wanna slit your throat, the next I wanna sex. You make me crazy the way we act like two maniacs in the sack. We fuck like two jackrabbits and maybe that's a bad habit. Cause the next day we're right back at it in the same exact pattern. What the fuck is the matter with us? We can't figure out if it's lust or it's love, which that is attracting us to each other. They say that every man grows up to marry his own mother, which would explain why you're such a motherfucking bitch. But I stand still, stick it out with you, even though I just hit you today. But you deserve it, you hit me first and provoked me to choke you just cause I came home late last night, crawled in bed and I woke you. But if there's one thing about you that I admire, it's baby because you stay with me, maybe cause you're as crazy as I am. Cause when I look at you I can see an angel in your eyes, but if I look deeper inside I see a freakish little side. Like a devil in disguise, you're always full of surprises, always pulling devices out your purse, little vibrators and dildos. You fucking sell so much you barely feel those anymore. You're only 24 but you're plenty more mature than those other little hoes who just act like little girls like they're in middle school. Still you're crazy, sexy, cool, chillin'. You play your position, you never step out of line. Even though I stay in your business, you've always kept out of mine. I wonder what's on your mind. Sometimes they say love is blind. Maybe that's why the first time I doubted your eye, you ain't see the sign. Or maybe you did, maybe you like being sure. Maybe cause we're crazy in love.
Okay. It's
Ah,
very long. It's a 4-minute song. 2 minutes, the first verse.
yeah. I feel like I knew almost every word still,
Yeah,
kind of.
it's funny.
Yeah. It's good. It's so good. Like you say this was his album that he put out when he was heavy doing drugs and like this is too good.
Yeah,
Like
no, it's a great song.
yeah, like maybe could he have been sober for this song? I don't know. It's so good.
Yeah. So, yes, it starts off to Ann Wilson, who's from Heart. That's who's
Yeah.
being sampled.
Right.
Um, so it starts off saying, I tell myself that I'm doing all right. Nothing left to do. The lyrics are wrong. It says nothing else to do. Nothing left to do but to go crazy, crazy on you. Let me go crazy, crazy on you. You.
Yeah.
Yes. And Crazy on You is the name of the Heart song, not Crazy in Love like
Crazy
this.
on you. Okay.
Yes.
I think I knew that. I don't know.
Probably.
Maybe.
So Eminem starts his verse saying, Can't you see what you do to me, baby? You make me crazy. You make me act like a maniac. So it makes him crazy.
Like just like your typical like obsessive relationship.
Yes. And then he says, I'm like a lunatic. You make me sick. You truly are the only one who could do this to me. You just make me get so crazy. So again, crazy. I go schizo. I get so insane. I just go schizophrenic. 1 minute I want to slit your throat. The next I want to sex. It's weird that he just says schizo and then I get so insane I just go schizophrenic. It's kind of
Yeah,
redundant, but
it works.
yeah, it gets the point across.
Yeah.
1 minute I want to slit your throat. The next I want to sex.
So crazy.
Yes.
Can't make up his mind if he loves her and wants to kill her.
Exactly. You make me crazy the way we act like two maniacs in the sack. We fuck like two jackrabbits, and maybe that's a bad habit.
Maybe.
Yeah. Because the next day, we're right back at it in the exact pattern. So, vicious cycle of, having
Yeah,
sex
like
and
nonstop craziness.
fighting. Yes. What the fuck is the matter with us? We can't figure out if it's lust or it's love. What's sad is what's attracting us to each other. Is it, I
It's
think
just
it's
like
what's sad.
toxicity, right?
What's sad that's what's attracting us to each other, I think is how it
They
goes.
say that every man grows up to marry his own mother, and both their mothers were clearly like crazy. So,
Yes. Every man grows up to marry his own mother, which, it's an old saying, you know, which would explain why you're such a motherfucking bitch, which is so funny. It's like the funniest line in the song. But I stay and still stick it out with you, even though I just hit you today. Crazy. But you deserved it. You hit me first and provoked me to choke you just because I came home late last night, crawled in bed, and I woke you.
it's so crazy.
But if there's one thing about you I admire, it's maybe because you stay with me.
Maybe
Maybe
because you're
because you're
as
crazy
crazy
as
as
I
I
am.
am.
Yes, apparently. Because when I look at you, I can see an angel in your eyes. But if I look deeper inside, I see the freakish little side.
The devil, the bad girl.
Yes. Like a devil in disguise, you're always full of surprises, always pulling devices out of your purse. Little vibrators and dildos. You fucked yourself so much you barely feel those anymore. You're only 24,
But
but
you're
you're plenty
plenty
more
more mature.
mature. Yeah. So I don't know if there's like another meaning. So when he's saying you're always full of surprises, you're always pulling devices out of your purse, is he really just referring to dildos and vibrators, or does he
Yeah.
mean like, like if somebody has like evil devices, like manipulation? Do you know what I mean? Like a
Maybe.
plan, like to fuck with somebody?
I mean, maybe, but
Or is he
like,
just talking about sex toys?
it sounds like not that crazy, but like most girls I know don't walk around with those things in their purse.
Yeah.
So like, I mean, it's a pretty like
Well,
she's
yeah.
definitely like a bad girl.
Well,
Like, like she's like
we're saying like she's addicted
her
to
little
sex.
freakish little side, like that's what he's talking about.
Yeah, she's a sex addict, obviously. Um, so then he says all that, but he says you're only 24, but you're plenty more mature than those other little hoes who just act like little girls, like they're in middle school. You're crazy, sexy, cool.
I
So,
just thought that was a stupid line.
that was the name of TLC album. So I think crazy, sexy,
Oh,
cool. So
that's
that's why
interesting.
it's like
Saying that she was just like
it's
chilling.
phrased like that. You know what I
Okay,
mean?
that makes sense.
It's an album
Because like
title.
it's
Yeah.
a weird thing to call someone.
Crazy, sexy, cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Um, chill. Is it chillin'? Whatever. It says here, chillin'. You play your position. You never step out of line. Even though I stay in your business, you've always kept out of mine.
That's
Yeah,
interesting.
I know. I always found that line interesting. So
Yeah, so
he's
he's
always
always
like
like poking his nose into
and
what
like
she's doing,
jealous and shit, but
or just like needing to know what she's up to, which I guess could be
yeah,
jealous.
of course.
Yeah,
You've always kept out of mind. I wonder what's on your mind. Sometimes they say love is blind. Maybe that's why the first time I dotted your I, you ain't see a sign. So
like
like hit her. Like that's what so dotted your I, unless it's like dot on your letter
with a
I.
gun.
No, like the letter I. When you're writing the letter I, you put a dot on top, you know?
I don't know.
Let's see. Yeah, because it's right after he said I have the lyrics on my
So like gave
phone.
her a shiner.
Yeah, Shiner in the 50s.
I don't know.
It's funny. But so he says so after it's after they say he says they say love is blind, right? So it's blind, And he says, maybe that's why the first time I dotted your I,
I punched you. You
you
didn't
ain't see a
realize like
sign.
you shouldn't be
Yes.
with me.
Yes. So it's punching you in your
Shit.
eye. Love is
Yeah.
blind. You know what I mean? But then dotted your, I'm just talking like that
Like, it
phrase,
was just like
dotted
a
your eye,
nice way to say I
punched
rocked you in
you.
the
Yeah,
face.
exactly. And then, as it explains here, the chorus picks up as he finishes this verse, and he says, or maybe you did, maybe you like being shoved, maybe because we're crazy in love.
Maybe.
And then the chorus, crazy on you, crazy on you. Let me go crazy on you. All right. We will pick it up here.
Well, the ink to my paper, what my pen is to my pad. The moral, the very fiber, the whole substance to my rap. You are my reason for being, the meaning of my existence. If it wasn't for you, I would never be able to spit this as intense as I do. In the irony is you rely on me as much as I rely on you to inspire me like you do. You provide me the lighter fluid, the fuel in my fire. You're my entire supply, gas, the match and igniter. The only way that I'm able to stay so stable is you're the legs to my table. If you were to break, I'd fall on my face. But I'm always gonna make you feel I don't need you as much as I really need you, so you don't use it to your advantage. But you're essential to me, you're the air I breathe. I believe if you ever leave me, I probably have no reason to be. You are the Kim to my Marshall, you're the Slim to my Shady, the Dre to my Eminem, the Elena to my Haley. You are the word that I'm looking for when I'm trying to describe how I feel inside, and the right one just won't come to my mind. You're like the pillar that props me up, the beam that supports me, the bitch who never took half, the wife who never divorced me. You're like the roots of my evil, you let my devil come out me, you let me beat the shit out you before you beat the shit out me. And no matter how much, too much is never enough. Baby, cause we're crazy in love.
I really like the outro with
Yeah,
the drum and the music.
the beat of the song is really great.
Oh yeah, it's incredible.
And the cover, the sample is
Yeah,
really great.
yeah, it's really good. All right.
And it's just a great song.
Yeah, no, it's fucking awesome.
Sorry guys, I'm like really messed up right now. I'm still having problems with my insomnia and my migraines, and I can't handle light right now for some reason.
Yeah.
So yeah. Okay.
All right. So let's see, the second verse starts with, "You're the ink to my paper, what my pen is to my pad." The
I always thought he was like saying penis here.
where?
Pen is to my pad.
I mean, it
I was
kind of
like,
sounds
sounds
like
like
penis.
penis.
That's funny.
Yeah.
What my pen is to my pad, the moral, the very fiber, the whole
Whole
substance
substance
to
to
my
my
rap. So literally,
She's everything.
she completes him. There's ink to paper, pen to pad, and then your moral, very fiber, the whole substance
Like
to my
literally everything.
everything. Yes. You're my reason for being, the meaning of my existence. If it wasn't for you, I would never be able to spit this. I love how the beat,
Yeah, like spit
yeah, skips kind of there. Spit this as intense as I do. And the irony is, you rely on me as much as I rely on you to inspire me like you do. I like that line. You provide me the lighter fluid to fuel my fire.
Mhm.
You're my entire supply,
Gas,
gas, the match, the igniter. So again, everything, all encompassing. The only way that I'm able to stay so stable is you're the legs to my table. If you were to break, I'd fall on my face. So that imagery is like awesome. You're the legs to my table, which he continues
That's
into
just
the next
imagining
line.
falling
Mm.
on the table, like in like what's her name takes a tumble. Scarlet takes a tumble.
I don't know what that is.
You guys at home know what that is. That's what I'm imagining. We'll look at it later.
So if you were to break, I'd fall on my face. But I'm always going to make you feel I don't need you as much as I really need you. So you don't use it to your advantage. So that's kind of fucked up. He's saying, I'm going to make you
Yeah.
feel undesired and unwanted and unneeded, so that way you can't use it against me that I need you so much.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
But they're both toxic, so.
Yes. He says, but you're essential to me. You're the air I breathe. I believe if you leave me, I'd probably have no reason to be. So, same shit.
Yeah.
You're the Kim to my Marshall. You're the Slim to my Shady. The Dre to my Eminem. My Dre to Eminem? Is it my Eminem? The Elena to my
Is
Haley.
the Dre to Mayan Eminem the Elena to my
Yeah,
Haley?
my, right? The
Wait,
missing.
who is this song about?
So there was, I
I
believe
always thought it
people,
was Kim.
I think most people agree that it is. There's some people who are like, oh, it's got to be about something else, but
What? Okay, so like, let's say this is
because,
about another girl. He's gonna call her the Kim to his Marshall.
so yeah, and then the line where he's like, you're the wife that never divorced, never took half, the wife that never divorced me, so it's got to be about Kim.
How old was he and Kim at the time? Were they
Um,
24?
I don't
Because if
know.
they're
So
24, then it's totally that Kim.
this came out in 2004, so yeah, you're the Slim to my Shady, the Dre to my Eminem. Yeah, so the lyrics are missing shit here.
The Elena to my
Um,
and the Kim to my Marshall.
yeah, the Kim song.
If it wasn't about Kim, it'd be really weird for him to be talking about some random girl saying that she's the Kim to my Marshall and the Elena to my Haley.
Yeah,
It kind of makes it like really,
sisters.
really personal. Yeah,
Yeah, for
it's
sure.
definitely about Kim.
So I think he said in an interview it might be like about like a
A
dream.
girl in
Yeah,
general,
like a dream girl in this fucked up relationship, something.
dream girl,
Yeah,
one who you beat on and
yeah,
you then beats you back.
yes.
Oy vey.
So then he continues, you are the word I am looking for when I'm trying to describe how I feel inside, and the right one just won't come to my mind.
It's interesting because he's not saying if it's a good feeling or a bad feeling.
Yeah, you're the word. So yeah, because if you're the word that you're looking for but can't find it, do you know what I mean? Like you're like unobtainable, you're not
Or is she
there.
like the word that represents the feeling that you can't remember?
No, the feeling
There's a
that you
word like
had.
that in in Japanese, I think.
Yeah, the feeling of,
The
yeah,
feeling of not being able to remember the word that you're looking for.
yeah, that's
There's a
funny.
name for that feeling.
Yeah.
But I think he doesn't mean that. I don't know. My brain's
No, I
hurting
know what
right
you're talking
now.
about. That's weird. That's like
Yeah.
that reminds me of, the word qualia.
Isn't that just
It's
like the state of feeling?
it's
Or like
the
the state of like
it's the experience of
of
something.
feeling?
So like it's like say if the example, I don't know why I'm going off this tangent, but I mentioned it, whatever. They said like if you were trying to explain the color red to a blind person, you can like try to explain, what it is or explain anything to a blind person, there's an experience that you don't get by seeing it or experiencing it. Do you know what I mean?
The experience of
It's like
experience.
it's like a qualitative, thing that it's an experiential, it can't be explained in words, kind of whatever. That's a little tangent, but that reminded me of what you were saying about that Japanese
Yeah.
word.
I think it's Japanese.
Yeah.
They have a lot of cool words for things like that.
Yeah, for sure. So then he continues, it's like, you're like the pillar that props me up, the
That
beam that
supports
supports
me.
me, the bitch who never took half, the wife who never divorced me. So again, the pillar, just like the table line, you're the pillar that she holds
Props
him
me
up,
up.
supports him, and then so yeah, this is like okay, it has to be about Kim, the bitch who never took half, the wife who never divorced me.
Yeah,
Although I feel like
yeah.
they were divorced at least once by this point, so who knows?
Well, Eminem, whenever he wants, like let's say he's like fighting with Kim, he could easily just say like, "Oh, the song's not about her. It's
Yeah,
about someone else."
it's funny. Then he says, "You're like the root to my evil. You let my devil come out me.
You let me beat the shit
You
out
let
you
me
before
beat the
you beat
shit
the
out
shit out of me.
you before you beat the shit out me."
I love that
Which
line.
is funny.
Can you just imagine me and all my friends were like 15 and we're just singing this song like as if like
Yeah.
we're in relationships just like this, like wholeheartedly like belting out the words.
It's funny.
Yeah.
And then again, just like in the first verse, the chorus starts, but Eminem finishes his verse, and it says, "And no matter how much, too much is never enough. Maybe because we're crazy in love." And then the hook, crazy on you, crazy on you. Let me go crazy, crazy on you, you. Yes. And then that is it.
So definitely the best. I don't even know what songs are the other songs on this album, but I'm gonna say this is the best song on the album by far.
Yeah, I would say that I think you'll probably say that. I'm trying to think.
This is probably one of my favorite Eminem songs.
Period.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I won't go as so far as to say that it's the best one on the album just yet, because I kind of want you guys to still watch our album review video.
Yeah, so there's technically
And you also
only
don't know his favorite yet
there's technically one more song
that I know.
and then no, just one more song and then a skit and then it's the curtains down. But as I mentioned on the deluxe version of this album, which we haven't done any deluxe yet, maybe we will just do this one. Maybe we won't. I don't know. We'll decide when we get there.
We'll do
But
them all eventually, though.
yes,
Like,
for
for
sure.
sure. We're gonna do everything. And we're gonna end up doing the music videos to all the songs, the music videos.
Yes,
And for people who are requesting other rappers and stuff,
we'll do it.
he's gonna get to those either on weekends or once we finish Eminem. But our whole point of our channel was to go through Eminem's whole discography.
Yes,
And then I just
move
sort
on.
of was like, I'm gonna show you some rock songs.
Yes.
So once we get done with that, we'll try and like pepper some in here and there, but that's what we're working on right now.
Yeah, there's a lot of rap that I enjoy that we can get
Yeah.
into and break down. We'll definitely get to. So you could keep sending requests. We'll get to it eventually.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. So we will see you guys tomorrow.
Yes. See you. Bye.
Bye.